now we are going to work on walking a balance beam. So this is going to help us with not only just our walking forwards and backwards, but also our balance. So it'll help us stay balanced. Some important things to remember when we're walking our balance beams are keeping our feet right in front of each other, going nice and slow, and we want to keep nice and tall. So you want to stand up tall, and sometimes putting your arms out will help you stay balanced. So it's our tall T walk. All right? So we can start at the end, and if you don't have a balance beam, you can just use a line on the ground. You can put some tape out or make one of your own. So we'll start. I have my arms up. I'm nice and tall, and I'll go slow and make sure my feet stay right in front of each other. Whoa. If you start losing your balance, just pause where you are and then keep going. Whoa. Try and get all the way to the end without stepping off. Now, it can be pretty hard to walk a balance beam. So if we want to try a little bit easier when we're first starting out, we can make a balance beam that's a little bit wider and that's on the ground. So instead of having one that's up, this one is part of the ground. So this way we're just practicing staying in between our pieces of tape. We can make this as wide or as skinny as we want. If we want it easier, we'll make it wider. If we want it harder, we'll make it skinnier. But no matter what, we keep our feet in front of each other, stand tall, and have our arms out wide. Just like that. A couple other things we can do to make it easier is we can start by just standing. Instead of walking, we're just working on balancing in a small space. If we need to take a step off and back on, we can. When we're walking the balance beam, if we need to, we can step off, pause, step back on. If we want to make it walking the balance beam a little harder for ourselves, we're doing pretty good. Some ways we can make it harder is we make it smaller, a smaller line. So maybe instead of walking in between the tape, we try and walk just on the tape. Another thing we can do to make it harder is we can put our arms down or we can go backwards. This way we have to be balanced and focused to walk all the way back without falling. So these are some awesome ways to work on our balance and work on walking a balance beam.